Today I'm going to show you how I make a smoked mead. Now some people like to put honey in a smoker and remove the honey when it's taken on the amount of smoke that they're looking for. I like to do things differently. Rather than smoking the honey, I smoke the water. And there's several reasons for this. Number one, there's no risk involved. If I over smoke it or the combustion on my coals wasn't right and it tastes bad, it's just water. I can start over. Number two, I'm not damaging the honey by heating it up, so I'm retaining its flavor and aroma. And number three, since this mead is about 3/4 water, I can get a closer approximation of the final smoke flavor and intensity than if I just smoked the honey. It's a lot easier to dial it in this way. Also, when it's just water, you can play around with different woods. I've smoked water using a lot of different types of barbecue wood, mesquite, apple, whatever. American oak's always my favorite. Oh no, poor Agnes thinks I'm making ribs today. Sorry, Agnes, no ribs. On a side note, throw some of the smoked water in ice cube trays and throw a smoked ice cube in your whiskey and Coke. It's a game changer. So essentially I just sit here and sample it every 15-20 minutes or so to see where it's at. And once it's about the level of smokiness that I think I would like, I'd take a sample and add a little bit of honey just to approximate what the mead might taste like. Yep, this one's ready. Just a touch of smoke. I don't like too much. So at this point I threw in some herbs. I got some sassafras, grains of paradise, and licorice root just to build up some complexity. Toss that into my smoky water and I'll throw the lid on so I'm not adding more smoke and let that sit and simmer for a few hours. I did throw in some American oak cubes at that time as well. After it simmered like a delicious tea, I transferred this into a carboy. Didn't make any mess whatsoever. I threw in 3 pounds of Christmas berry honey from my friend in Hawaii and 1 pound of buckwheat honey from my friend in Minnesota. My goal on this is something strong and sweet. Something you can enjoy around the campfire because winter is coming. Oh yeah, definitely strong. In my opinion, smoke always needs some sweetness with it. So I threw in some pure CO2. The yeast are going to need all the help that they can get to chew through this wort. I took a little taste and it tastes like a slightly smoky, a little bit earthy, old world version of Dr. Pepper. We'll see, I'm excited.